car in the backseat, wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh.
Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video is going to be an organizing video, and I'm going to be organizing all of my Sophisticated Organization stuff. So I sell things on my website. I sell daily and weekly planner pads, as well as custom labels and a few other things. So I'm going to go through my products and get those all organized, create like a little shipping station for myself since I hand ship everything. And I'm also going to go through some of my Cricut stuff and clean that up, my camera gear and supplies I need to organize a little bit better. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around because let's get organizing. This large PAX unit from IKEA that I have along the wall of my office is kind of where I've decided to put all of my different products that I sell and all of the shipping supplies. And I have a lot of shipping supplies because I do buy it in bulk to try and keep shipping costs down. So I didn't really have a method to the madness here in the way that I was organizing things. So I really wanted to take the time to figure it out. So I wanted to try and make one drawer for all of the bubble mailers and the flat mailers that I had. And then the next drawer down, I wanted it to be more products and then smaller items that I use for shipping. So I'm trying to see if I can figure out how to get everything in that top drawer that's all of the shipping packaging. I also had my tripods in that top drawer, so I pulled them out to keep this just my products and then things that I use to ship my products. The next drawer down, you'll see I have my daily and weekly planner pads in there. I have some Sophisticated Organization stickers that I add on the outside of things, little business cards, thank you stickers, larger notes. I also have a bunch of alcohol wipes that I'm trying to organize right now. I do include a little alcohol wipe with every custom label order just because it's nice to clean off the surface before you apply a vinyl label. So I like to toss one of those in. But I'm just kind of figuring out the way that works best to arrange it. And that's just what happens when you're organizing. Things don't necessarily work out perfectly the first time. Sometimes you have to arrange something and rearrange something to figure out a system that works for you. And I'm hoping after using these two drawers for a while, I've kind of started to figure out a way that I can organize them to work a little bit better for me and just get all of my supplies in order. While it seems kind of tedious to separate all of these do not bend stickers, I felt like it made more sense for me to put them into this little drawer organizer that I had with all of these small little stickers and shipping parts that I had. So while it's an extra step, I felt like it kept everything really uniform looking for me and made it a lot easier to access. I did try and put them in there in full sheets at first, but it didn't really make sense with the flow of the organization I had. This is the type of organizing that I could just entertain myself with. I find it super relaxing and fun, I guess, to try and find new systems that work for me. And if there's an extra step, I truly don't mind doing it to get it right and get it to be something that's going to work for me in the long term. after that area is organized, I left my desk a complete mess so you can see how crazy everything was. I had just finished up a custom label order, which really honestly made me want to do this video and want to reorganize things because everything just felt out of place. You'll see I have a mug warmer in my drawer where I have all of my camera supplies here. I have a cord that I don't know what it does. So I'm going to pull that out. But I also feel like some things that I've implemented are working for me, like this little divider that I have for my memory cards. I have one that says in use and one that says empty. That's really helped me keep track of all of my different memory cards for when I'm filming multiple things at a time. And I can't keep track of those memory cards, even though I've labeled each individual memory card with a number. It still feels impossible to remember which one is a good one to stick in my camera to start filming because I don't know if there's anything on it. And speaking of that, I did want to go through my memory cards and plug them each into my computer, see if there was any footage that I could delete and figure out which ones actually belong in that in use pile versus the empty pile. So I'm going to stick them in one by one and go through each of them. This is something I should be doing more often and making sure every time I finish up with a video and I'm done editing it, I get rid of that footage and make new space. And that's just a system that I need to be better about implementing for myself. And I know that watching this video, you probably don't have a shipping station. You probably don't have a bunch of camera equipment unless you are a YouTuber yourself or you're doing something else with a camera as part of your job or a hobby. But hopefully there's still some different organizing systems that you can relate to a little bit while watching this. I think one of the biggest keys is that organizing systems take work. There's a lot of maintenance involved. You'll see I had my headphones sitting out, so I had to go back and wrap them up and put those away properly. If you don't take the time to put things away right the first time, your systems are not going to work for you, no matter how great they are, no matter how many awesome organizing products you buy, because you aren't putting your items back in the right spot. But if you do take that one extra step, take the extra 10, 15, maybe 30 seconds to do it right the first time, that's when organizing pays off and really works.
I can tell it's just for show. Every line designed to let me know.
This bottom drawer kind of had a mix of different things. Some were for sophisticated organization, some things weren't. So I'm going to dedicate it to just sophisticated organization stuff, pull everything else out. I'm going to have a lot of my Cricut supplies, which is the machine that I use to make all of my custom labels. You can kind of see it there on top of my filing cabinet. There are a lot of different parts and pieces and supplies that go along with that. I'm going to start by sitting down and organizing all of the vinyl that I have. So I want to see exactly what's in there and then start to sort it by color category. I mostly do black and white labels, but I do have a few other colors that I use every now and then, some for personal use, some for specific colors that people have requested. So I'm going to sort all of those and put them back into the craft box.
So you don't know what it means to be loyal and kind. I know that you're not blind. Tell me what is really on your mind. You know you're already accepted. To me, you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I. So am I. Say that you are. So am I. Say that you
I also have this big pile of labels that I'm going through that are extra labels. So some I've printed for myself personally, and other ones are from label orders that I have where for some reason or another I've printed and reprinted, so I ended up with duplicates. So I'm going to separate those out into two different piles, one that are the labels that I've actually made for myself, and one that are all of those extras that I don't have a use for, but I kind of think it would be fun at some point to give them away on Instagram or something. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure to head over to Instagram at Sophisticated Organization and follow me there. I actually followed somebody a long time back before I owned my own Cricut machine, and she did something similar. And if you were watching her stories, she just said, the first person to comment on this, I will send this to you. And I won her little quick mini giveaway. And that was my first time trying vinyl labels. Fell completely in love with it. So hopefully I can brighten somebody's day and give all of these extras to somebody. I do have a second craft box for all of my Cricut Joy supplies. So I have two Cricut machines, the Explorer Air 2, which is that baby pink on top of my filing cabinet, and then I have the Cricut Joy, which is much smaller. I actually just posted a video using the Cricut Joy, and there are some supplies that are specific to that machine, so I have them in a separate container.
Somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on, if you're gonna be moving.
Because this is a filing cabinet and I'm not actually using it for filing, I am thinking about getting rid of those bars and making it a little bit more functional as just a deep drawer rather than a filing cabinet. Now to clean off my desk, I had a bunch of trash, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I want to show you what the drawers look like after, because everything is nice and neat and tidy. And this really took me like less than an hour to do.
I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on, if you're gonna be moving on solo. Wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me.
Thanks so much for joining me today. Everything feels a lot better being just a little bit more organized. It really didn't take me that long, and even though you might not have a shipping station or a bunch of camera equipment at your home, if there's an area of your house that you feel like is out of order, just get started, try organizing it. You're gonna feel so much better, and it's not gonna take as long as you think it will. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, I will see you guys later.